perfect design, recognition for the self, fighting back against Armageddon, fighting back against the collapse of our society. Welcome to the Wizard's Table. My name is Hatch. With me, as always, is the beautiful Millie, the Outlaw. Cyberpunk original, fighting against censorship and a false democracy to bring the actual vote, to bring breathers to children's faces. Could it happen through South Park? In this article released this morning from California, they're saying that it evades antibodies generated by the vaccine. And then in the same article, they're also saying, and a campaign of rapid vaccinations, he added. In the same paragraph, they're saying a conflicting statement. And I don't think that I'm misconstruing what I'm saying. I think that the evidence is quite clear that the women and children rely on pillars of American society to protect them. So if the government has the wrong science and if the police don't have the authority to give people a breather mask, why then we need to make a hero of ourselves. And Trey Parker needs to recognize himself in the mirror. Wolf Shield. Do your gentleman's best. The Wear Map, a cockpiece, a powerful anchor in time, which connects the mystical side of Earth with the public domain of communication euphoria. These are powerful times, and Trey, you need to go to war. You need to become angry. You need to do battle so that you can save these lives. Should it occur through this next episode of South Park, I am available. I'm greenlighting that project. We can present and introduce people to the breathing mask through this episode. If you can manage to understand that you're the one that can make this happen, and it's not the government or someone else to do this, but God has chosen you. America, my home. I protect Earth. I protect this heliosphere. I live here. We are resident to this planet, and we keep it. We live here. And in the invisible realm of values and treasures beyond belief, it does exist. Our residency pertains to an advanced mind, like a pink maelstrom, the storm of Avalon, the terrible torment of 1,000,000,000 lightning bolts going on in your brain. Brainstorming. For solutions, the Earth clockwork has chosen to unite the fates of Trey and Hatch. The beautiful things are for the kids and for the future. Right now is kind of a hard time. We're sort of systematically overwhelmed. Although Trey is categographically a producer, right? That's the kind of turning point. Yeah? I mean, Earth isn't asking us to sacrifice ourselves in this collaboration, starting up Hatch's company so he can distribute breathing masks. That's what this is about. But can it happen through this episode of South Park? Yes. Or if you guys don't want to present solutions and heroes, I understand it's a dedication. Like, what, these aren't even Trey's characters. These are Hatch's characters. Like when he was going to open up his own company, he had a set of characters, you know. So it's different, and it's a big decision. And I absolutely understand that because it also changes my life. But my fate with Mankind as being produced by Trey Parker is like, oh, so good. It's like the biggest relief, you guys. It's like, oh, it takes all the strain off. I just go out there without any backing, and I'm just like, hey, you know, buy this breather mask. You know, I can make it work, but I wouldn't actually save as many lives. And I'm super happy with people's, first encounter with me being this breather mask. Okay, ultimately, we want to align the Earth's sort of actual, sort of advanced potence with the universe and existence. We want to streamline, connect those things, and help our civilians to access that good time and even participate with it. Okay, so the meditation, the Green Wolf robot awakening that computer, that's what that's all about, and it'll happen in the physics of watching the video. So I'm talking about the Christmas special I want to do with the Green Wolf robot toy, but also when they're interacting with the musical instrument, the Wolf robot toy, and it's a collection of South Park uh, mod characters and different. It could be like something really. We really we'll figure it out when we get to it. Like next Christmas, but. That's also kind of interesting because it opens up an opportunity about an expansion for these characters about what would be like the alt game set for little Eric Cartman. So you know I'm like seeing the signs that are concerning where the the article sort of innocently um, contradicts common sense. So why when is it that a man chooses to become greater than the situation around him? That's what Trey Parker is facing. Trey is facing God. Like it's a challenge. He's like, okay, so the government is for the people, by the people. The police are for the people, by the people. But that means that I'm responsible for the intelligent development of what should be produced should this be on people's faces, etc. Our partnership is tantamount to America's revival and survival. We're fighting against depression here. Trey has a hotline where he can make this thing happen right away. And I'm saying yes. I'm a friend to you guys. I'm I have transcended, um, and I'm ready to get to work. You guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Here's the Wizard's Table. We're all being respected, armor up from within. There's like a maelstrom in your mind. All these ideas are going around. Doo, 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 give yourself a little head scratch. Put you in the right frame of mind. All right, so this chart is indicating that physically, blue circles are physically conducting energy in a completely different way than green circles. And of course, that pertains to perception because the child is prioritized. Now, Hatch is also this wild uh, wizard scientist, right? So he knows a lot of things about why he's before the flood and stuff, but it's like we also just understand it intuitively. And we're excited about doing work together and making these breather masks. So it can be as simple as that. But what I found is like when I was talking to Trey, I'm like, okay, there's this metaphysics thing that we could actually do with the Wolf Robot episode, exotic butters. So we bring in Hatch like this wheeled in, crazy man, and he directs an episode of South Park, and it's all about virtual reality, this AI robots and all this gnarly interface between the people, interacting with robots and then making robots come to life. And it's a wonderful story. But are we in the middle of a big party right now? Absolutely not. We're not happy. We need this breather mask, not so much a wolf toy. So you understand, like, we're on the right path of speaking intelligently about progressing America and doing all this stuff. But that's why when I was talking with Trey before, I put the script of the wolf robot on the desk. I was like, okay, look, we really should just focus on making these breather masks. And I think that Trey, honestly, Trey was like, "Oh, you're crazy." Like but now like we see there's some new news, and Trey's like, "Whoa, okay, so a breather mask absolutely saves lives." And I'm very confident about this product. And if Trey is the designer behind this model, we can really understand the collaboration between Hatch and Trey and the miraculum that would bring them together. And I have a huge throbbing boner to be paying the land tax on this place, man. I can't wait to open this up. People be like, "Yeah, nice place, but doesn't it? What about the land tax?" I'm like, "Oh, that just makes me laugh." I love this area, this cock piece. Probably the absolute favorite, best times of my life is probably spent here. And it's gonna be a big open area, man. It's just gonna be an inspirational streaming service. But inside the streaming service, we're also developing interesting, cutting edge, state of the art equipment and new things. But of course, people need to be communicated to about that first. So the streaming service is like a umbrella thing for all the various other societal things. I'm going to continue being political. Technically, I am still running for president. In 2020, it was really when I was out and out. And here in America, you need to be over 35 and be a resident of America. And if you state clearly with your words that you are running for president, then legally you are. So that's what I was doing in 2020. And it's just like right now, things aren't so politically interesting. So that's on the back burner. But the Republicans and the Democrats kind of have a monopoly, and it's not okay. Right? We need an alternative. And so the wolf political party, where the animal is, but I haven't sort of maybe what aquamarine or cobalt blue. Well, what should my political party color be? Maybe just like sort of like bluish green. Oh yeah, that's nice. Like teal. Tough, tough, tough choices need to be made. But anyway, the point is, you guys, if I have like a small department that's actually a political group and they're wheeling around and stuff, it might end up that our investment in society allows for free speech later and allows a generation to have a new and powerful political voice. This is just the sheltering tree in the family that is provided by the right partnership between Hatch and Trey. It's a beautiful cock piece and a very good wielding of our materials and a response to the language of the earth. Absolutely, these bears the marks of intelligent design. The earth has chosen Hatch and Trey to be heroes and turn the tides of Armageddon. That's sort of the advanced material. But more practically, we kind of just need to make this happen. So either Trey is absolutely right that the Hatch is a cutting edge issue of America. Like, if we want to talk about the issues of what's been going on with America, how can we escape talking about Hatch and all he's been doing? He's a great American and he believes in these kids. He wants a better thing for them. And that translates, right? A lot of people are hungry for that. All right. So, uh, beginning my startup and introducing the breather through South Park, yes, we should absolutely do that. And that's what I'm here to say. Thank you, gentlemen. Um, I'm very eager to get this developed. I think all the moms in the world are saying, yes. Are you kidding me? This is exactly what we need. And I want one, so I know my friends are going to buy one. So we need to put a rush delivery on getting this thing developed. So Hatch is a very good asset for this episode of South Park. But that's not the only way it could happen. I just want Trey to have the confidence that I have a huge throbbing erection for this South Park episode. I would love to be on it and work on it with you guys. The fastest way for us to get life-saving equipment onto these women and children is through South Park. Trust me, it's really the best path for me and my company. My family really does love South Park, and we really are excited to work with you guys. Um, Trey is a great blessing to our life. This is a confirmation that the earth is advanced and intelligent and invested in humanity. And our culture, our society, talking about this Beavis over here, it's very specific actually. But it also takes, we need to understand that Trey's been chosen to be a hero, and we need to support that. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to a lot here, and I'm just so excited to be your friend. I'm talking about solutions. I'm talking about hope for our country. Shroom. Let's be heroes. America deserves it. We're right on time. The universe is vast, but vaster still is my huge throbbing erection for this perfect princess bride. I love life. Um, you know, this is the evidence in nature that explains that the blue circle physically performs a different energy set than the physical green circle. And if you want to optimize that, you understand there's also a power set reserved for the brown circle, right? But what I'm trying to focus on here is the leadership of the blue circle, the optimization of the green circle, and the future of man. You guys, let's perfect one another's. Trey is a producer, and Trey has all these cool things, but Hatch is really sort of a great voice of America. I mean, it's absolutely topical for us to comment. And Hatch has already been in South Park several times, and he likes it. So trust me when I tell you, I am working hard to make this breather happen. Yes, Trey, this is like my fourth recording of today. I kept on getting really angry. I started and I was shouting, but because I was talking about how we're literally fighting against evil. Right? This is like a blatant problem right in front of us, and it's mocking us like it's it's not okay. So let's just provide a solution. Let's be a father. Let's make this breather mask happen and get it available to people. I think it could be really because Trey is completely the author of how when he's writing his script for South Park, right? So he can write any. Well, how do we introduce a little bit of Hatch and he's got this breather mask? How do we do that? So Trey can totally make that up. And I was talking about my story about the sort of larger equipment of aligning something with the solar system and the universe is totally important, but I acknowledge that we're not really in a place where we want to party and like, oh, we're having oh, it's, because people would be almost like, hey, we're like, we're in an apocalypse, and Hatch is talking in a very profound way, and he's saying, yes, that's what it is. Other people are strict, and like, I can feel the strain of humanity, you guys. People are bummed. There's a huge depression. People with their job situation and all this. You guys, we have to give them some hope. We need to cheer them on. I mean, that's really what this is about, is saying this guy has a solution. We're going to make these things happen and get them distributed to people. There's various ways of doing that. But first, it begins with how do we want to launch it and produce it? I'd say it's a grand finale. It's a ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. All these fireworks going off. When I work with Trey Parker, the solutions flow freely. Hatch has already done a lot of work in his life as an intense wizard, and he has all these professional adjustments that he has digested. Right? So Hatch has all his strength. Trey also has this amazing and perfect wasabi sabi muscle set of the 90s all the way. You know, I'm not, I can't really, oh, okay. So this is not something that's widely understood. I'm not, okay. I'm not asking you to be impressed, Trey. I'm asking you to get angry. I'm asking you to fight for the breather mask, and I'm asking you to say, so this guy's telling me, I can participate and have the so God damn it. I look, you know, I I didn't want to post my angry videos because I don't think that we are in a place where that would excite us. I think we're in a place where we're emotionally vulnerable and we're like, oh, I just, okay. So Trey, I want you to get angry and say, God damn it, I have to perfect my life and my perception and I have to protect this America. Please. The universe is vast. But vaster still is my huge throbbing erection for my princess bride. Trey, thank you for being my friend. Let's defeat this evil apocalypse together as family fighting side by side. That Armageddon is damned! We protect Earth and our solar system! We protect our home! We are residents of Earth! And we keep it! That is our agreement. That is our friendship. America has moxie. We gotta fight back, you guys. Ooh, looks like I didn't. Okay. Thank you, Trey. I need you to be the energy of a producer and say, okay, all right, let's make this thing happen. Boom. You know, show me impress me, Trey. Startle me. What if Trey says, like, okay, Hatch, you can, be on my song, but you have to write a most beautiful song and sing it for me, and that's my little challenge to you. Right. So Trey, you can brainstorm and be like, oh, that sounds lovely. I'd love to. Okay. So there's a lot we could do here. We just need to understand that Hatch is very eager and is completely dedicated to this ideal breather. Although there are a lot of, uh, all right, you guys, when is it that we change and become a hero? Is it when there's an apocalypse? Is it when it's 2021? Yes. The answer is YES. Yes. Yes, we change in 2021. Yes, we build the ideal breather. Thank you, Trey Parker and South Park. I look forward to working with you guys. I'm totally available. I was going to do a little thing, but I got timed out. It appears that they logged me out. All right. It is perfect. It is complete, you guys. Thank you so much, Trey. It is good.